going to show you how to make this fab little bag with a popper on the top there and handle to store all your sanitary pads in. It's a great size and you can store quite a lot in there. Just hang it on the back of your bathroom door or whatever you want. So there's absolutely loads in there, as you can see. And it's really handy because you can literally just take it anywhere with you as well. It's quite, it's not a massive bag, it's a good size. So if you're out for the night and going to stay at a friend's, you can easily just carry it with you. So to start with, you'll need 2 squares of fabric of your choice. This is a nice sort of heavier weight, 100% cotton. It's actually more of a curtain material, but you can make it out of any material that you like. So each square is 14 inches by 11 inches. So you need 2 of those. And then you'll need some straps. I've bought this like binding strap, and if you buy 1 meter and then cut it in half, you'll end up with straps that are around 19 inches each, maybe just over, depends how they cut it in the shop. So just take your 1 meter for your straps and cut that in half, and there's your 2 straps. I've also got a few other things, which is a nice handmade label. It's a little wood one. I got it actually from a craft fair, but I've searched the internet and you can get them on Amazon and lots of other craft shops. I've also got a label which has been printed again from Amazon. It's a customized label and you can sew that in one of your seams. They're great to just customize your bags. So those are a few things I'll be putting on. Also, some little poppers for the top of your bag. And I got these again offline. You can get them from Amazon again or any craft shop, and they're just snaps and a pliers set. We call them poppers, but lots of other places call them snaps and press studs. So there you go, a few things that you'll need. So you've got your 2 pieces of material. You need to have it pretty side facing down and pretty side facing up, and just check that that's the way you want your bag to look and the patterns are going the right way. And we've just pinned those together. You can pin them or clip them. I've got a few clips here, so I'll just clip a couple of these around the outside, and then I'm going to sew. So I'm going to leave the top open and I'm just going to sew on the good side, because we're going to do French seams. I'm just going to sew 1/4 inch seam allowance down and round and up the other side. So I'm just sewing 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around the 3 sides of the bag. And just go back and forth on each end at the beginning and at the end of your sewing. Okay, so I've sewed all the way around the outside on the 3 sides. Now we're just going to tidy up any of the edges, because we don't want any of these threads sticking out. That's it. So it's just nice and tidy. And there we go. So now we're going to just turn this the other way around. And I like to iron mine at this point, just so I've got good edges. Really push your corners out as well. So I like to go and iron mine so it's really got a good crease against the edge there, and you've really pushed it against the edge, so you've got a good fold there. So I'll go and iron that. Okay, so that's nicely ironed all up against the edge, and now we're just going to sew again all the way around the 3 sides, and this time we're going to do 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, so this time it's 1/2 inch seam allowance. Last time I was from there, now I'm right from the edge. I'm just going to go around the 3 sides. And then at the end again, just go back and forth. Now that's sewed all the way around the outside, we can turn the bag back around and push out the corners. There we go. Now just check around your bag for any pieces of cotton that have come through. Sometimes you get some little straggly pieces sticking through, so just cut those off, and then we're going to press that again. Right, that's all nicely pressed, and now we're going to just turn the top in about 1/2 inch, and then we're going to iron that, and then we're going to turn it in again about 1 inch. So you've turned it over twice, and then we're going to press that as well. Okay, so now as you can see, I've turned it over once and then again and ironed it. Now we're going to take this to the machine and just sew a top stitch all the way round, and then we're going to sew another one along the bottom edge along here. So I'll go and sew that. And when you get back round, just come to where your stitching is, if you can actually see that. Just come back round to where your stitch is, go past a little bit, and then just go back and forth. So now I've finished that side, I'm just going to, the edges here are on mine, so I'm just going to try and sew just on the inside of that. So now I'm going to move my needle all the way to the other side of the foot. So I'm closer to this side here, and then I'm just going to sew all the way around. Okay, so that's stitched now all the way around, and I'm just going to trim off any little pieces, any little bits of cotton we don't need sticking out. Right, there we go. So now we're going to find the exact centre and put a popper on. I'm going to use a yellow popper. It comes with these little pliers set and a pokey stick to make the holes. So I'm going to put mine around there, make sure your top is level, and then poke your stick through. There we go, so that makes the hole. And I put one popper through that side. And I just push these on. And then I'll put the other one through the other side. Push that on. They're very easy to use, these poppers and pliers, or snaps and pliers. There we go, and that's your little popper that goes in the middle. All right, now I'll keep that together while we put the handles on, so we know we've got our bag square. So we've got our 2 handles. First of all, I'm going to just iron my ends over. So if you can see, I'm just going to just fold those over only a little bit and just iron those into place. I'll do that on both of these. Okay, so I've just folded these over, and when we're going to put them on our bag, I'm going to find the centre, just put the popper together so we know it's all lining up. And I'm just going to pop these, so that one goes downwards about here, So I'm going to put it right to the bottom of my hem there and just pin it in place. And I'm going to do that all the way around with all 4 of them. So here you go, I'm just going to sew a square. And when I've got back round, I'll just go back and forth. There we go. Okay, so there you go, you can have a little look how they are, little squares on the inside. I'm just going to trim off all the little bits of cotton and tidy it up. Okay. So that's how your bag is now looking. We've got some lovely handles on it and the popper in the middle. So actually you can have it like that, totally finished. I'll show you in the inside, you've got your lovely French seams. It all looks very tidy on the inside. But now we're just going to put a few embellishments on. So you can pick any labels you want for your bag. You can put ones in the side of your bag here and just stitch the seam and pop it in there and stitch it back on. And also little handmade labels. I'm just going to pop this one on here. You can just hand sew these on, but I'm going to use my machine on the buttonhole setting. I've just popped it on buttonhole setting. There we go, and I'm going to do the same on the other side here. There you go. So there's the little label all sewn on. We've also put the label on the side as well, there in the seam. And there's your bag fully completed. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more DIYs. I'm always making something. Thanks for watching.